There's some question about whether Fox News, I think, Karl Rove, actually got the subpoena or not. The Justice Department says there's a record of it being sent. Fox News says they don't have a record of it being
Well, let's be clear, though. Paul is referring to 9-13-400. These are the guidelines from the Department of Justice itself. It says the department attorney should take all reasonable steps to attempt to obtain the information through alternative sources or means. They must first attempt negotiations with the media aimed at accommodating the interests of the trial or grand jury with the interests of the media. They made no such attempt. They must also precede any request to subpoena the telephone toll records by having negotiations with the affected media, none of which they did. These are the guidelines which the Attorney General himself is responsible for implementing. Well, look, yes, I do think so. He's got two problems. One problem is when he signed the Rosen affidavit, he did not abide by his own guidelines. Second, the defense that they're offering for it, which was offered by Jay Carney, that we're conflating a subpoena with a prosecution, means that what they said, this is a member of a criminal conspiracy, when they sought the subpoena from the third judge they attempted to get it from and finally got it from, was not, they really didn't intend ever to prosecute him, so they were lying to the judge. And then the third one is, the third problem he has is, on the 15th of May, he says before the House of Representatives under oath in front of the Judiciary Committee, this is something I'd never contemplated. And on the 17th, we learned that he did the Rosen.
I don't think he should go over this. I think, if anything, he's guilty of overzealously trying to uphold the law. And I think I think this is going to be a helpful process, which is how do we balance in 2013? Some of these guidelines go back to 1980, before the internet and email. How do we balance the need to protect national security secrets and our interest with the public's right to know and investigative journalism? I do find it curious that the loudest Republican voices now calling for the Attorney General to go were the same ones a year ago saying we weren't investigating leaks strongly enough. They wanted a special prosecutor because they said U.S. attorneys would not be tough enough. And so I think their objections lay less in the principle and substance of this than almost a Pavlovian response, that if they have an opportunity to take political shots at the administration of the president, they'll seek it.